So Philippe, some very exciting news for SmartStream. You've recently done some new things with your reference data utility. Can you tell us about that and what it means for the industry?
The utility, by the way, was created five years ago. Is solving a number of problems in the data management space. First one has to do with cross-referencing. There's issues in terms of cross-referencing of vendor codes to industry code, engineering codes, and client codes. We also cleanse data on behalf of our clients, as well as enrich the data. We found that in the listed derivative space, there's 30-40% attributes missing from the vendor fees, and we add those to the utility. So in effect, we create a common data model for the industry, and we offer very high quality data so that we can increase the STP rates within the financial world.
Now, what benefits do banks get from the reference data utility?
There's a direct impact on cost of data management. So typically we can save at least 30 to 40% of the direct operational cost of data management systems, but the greater benefits are in the impact of bad data on downstream systems. We can reduce the repair cost of trade breaks due to reference data mismatches by typically 85 to 90%. And that's really, these numbers dwarf the cost of data management.
It's very exciting. Some of the biggest names in the industry involved: Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley. Can you tell us about their involvement?
The bankers obviously have significant names. They're all becoming clients. They're becoming shareholder of the data utility, and they're going to become a very, very large clients of the data. The goal for them is improve their internal efficiency and improve their operational risk control, but as well deploy the same data model and the same pristine data to their clients, so they can eliminate a lot of the friction, the trade breaks, and improve quality of service between, say, prime brokerage and the hedge funds, or the custody side and on the buy side.
Now, after the reference data utility, what other initiatives can the market expect from SmartStream in the years going forward?
We believe that in post-trade worlds, pretty much all the services that are typically performed inside the banks are ripe for mutualization and externalization. So we have another utility we launched 3 years ago, has to do with fees management, in a brokerage clearing and exchange fees management, where we are very similar to the data utility. We take in all the invoices into a bank and deconstruct everything down to the transaction level to identify any kind of overcharging between the banks and the counterparties. We're also part of the APTP, which is the Accenture Post-Trade Utility, which is end-to-end back-office utility. We're also talking to other utilities in the collateral management space, as well as derivatives trade reporting space, and see if we can improve efficiency in the other parts of the market.
Now, what else can you tell our viewers and readers about SmartStream?
The Times are all about thinking what is unique to a bank and what should be performed inside the bank versus what is more mundane and what is right for mutualization. For us in the post-trade world, almost 100% of that function is better served in the middle, where you have an engine that sits between a bank and the buy-side firms, and if there's an exception to manage a break or broken corporate action, everything can manage by both sides in the middle in a very efficient manner.
Philippe Chambadal, thank you very much.
Thank you.